In this video, we're going to talk about something few people dare to bring up, but nearly all older adults experience a natural change in body odor with age and the simple, gentle steps you can take to feel fresh, confident, and close to your loved ones again. Did you know that a single fleeting expression, a slight wrinkle of the nose from a grandchild, can quietly break a grandfather's heart? I know it's true, because I was that grandchild. I was just 8 years old at the time, innocent, carefree, and acting purely on instinct. Like every other afternoon, I rushed into my grandfather's arms after school. He welcomed me with his usual warm embrace, his gentle smile as bright as ever. But that day, something shifted. As I leaned in close, I paused, my nose twitched, my eyes squinted ever so slightly, and then I stepped back. It was just a reflex, a momentary reaction, but to him, it must have felt like a blade to the heart. A single instant, powerful enough to push an entire world of love away. From that day on, he stopped pulling me into his arms. He no longer asked me to sit beside him or drew me close when we watched TV together. Back then, I thought he had changed. I told myself, maybe Grandpa's just getting old, different, but the truth. He hadn't changed at all. He still loved me with all his heart. He was just afraid that his presence might make me uncomfortable. Afraid that the smell he couldn't even detect, the one that quietly followed him each day, had become something I didn't want to be near. It took me years to understand that scent wasn't because Grandpa was unclean or that he'd stopped taking care of himself. It was simply a natural part of aging, a subtle biological shift that nearly all older adults experience. According to geriatric experts, up to 99% of people over 60 will encounter this change, and yet most have no idea it's happening. While those around them often choose silence, not wanting to hurt someone they love. Today, in this video, we're going to explore a topic that's often overlooked but deeply real. The natural body odor that can develop with age, why it happens, and how to gently, safely, and effectively manage it, so that every grandparent can continue giving warm hugs, feel close to their loved ones, and live confidently in the comfort of their own home. I'm sharing this story, not to cast blame, but so that those watching will know you are not alone. And if you've quietly wondered, why doesn't my grandchild hug me like they used to? This might be why. And more importantly, this could be the beginning of healing. The person who helped me understand this was Dr. Michael Anderson, a 75-year-old geriatrician from Texas. He has spent over half a century caring for tens of thousands of older adults across America. He's not just a doctor, he's someone who deeply understands the quiet corners of the aging heart. His advice helped me and my grandfather reconnect, and today I want to share that wisdom with you. Perhaps what pains me the most is knowing that my grandfather suffered in silence, all because of a scent he never even knew he carried, one that gently pushed away the people he loved most. And what hurts even more is realizing he's not alone. According to medical experts, nearly 99% of older adults experience a distinctive body odor, not because of poor hygiene, but as a result of natural changes in the body's sebaceous glands, sweat production, and excretory systems as we age. And yet, because of love, families often choose silence. But that silence, however well-intentioned, creates distance. Older adults begin to withdraw. They limit physical closeness, shy away from hugs, and pull back from shared moments. And over time, something so small, a scent no one dares to speak of, starts to quietly erode something deeply precious: connection across generations. Do you see yourself in this story? Maybe you're a son or daughter, a grandchild, or perhaps you're the grandparent quietly wondering why the closeness with your loved ones seems to be fading. Please don't feel discouraged, because right now we're going to uncover the real reason body odor changes with age, and more importantly, how to gently, naturally, and effectively address it without shame, secrecy, or discomfort, so that hugs can return, smiles can be freely shared, and warmth can flow again, genuine and whole. If you find this topic helpful, don't hesitate to click like, subscribe, and share this video with someone you care about. A small action today might change the way someone is loved more kindly, more compassionately. Now, let's take a moment to listen, not just to science, but to what our hearts are trying to understand about our own bodies in the later chapters of life. There's something we rarely notice until it begins to hurt us. Our bodies truly change with time. It's not just gray hair, wrinkled skin, or slower steps. It's also subtle, silent changes, like a new scent that others detect but we do not. So what exactly causes the distinct scent often associated with aging? It's not because we bathe less. It's not laziness or neglect. It's biology, a natural, scientifically proven shift that happens in the body after age 60. Let's start with the sebaceous glands, also known as oil glands. When we're young, these glands produce a natural oil that keeps our skin and hair moisturized. But as we age, the chemical composition of that oil begins to change. Specifically, it starts to produce a compound called 2-non-enol, a substance with a strong, slightly sour or metallic scent that clings to the skin and is difficult to wash off with regular soap. A study published in the Journal of Investigative Dermatology confirmed that 2-non-enol is absent in people under 40, begins to appear in those over 50, and increases significantly after age 60. This compound is the main culprit behind what many refer to as the old person, smellless scent that persists even in people who are impeccably clean and well-groomed. Next, we need to talk about sweat glands. You might think I don't sweat nearly as much as I used to, so I must smell better now. But in reality, that may be making things worse. Sweat doesn't just help cool us down. It's a natural detox mechanism. It flushes out bacteria, excess salt, and waste compounds from the body. When we sweat less, these substances stay on the skin, creating a perfect environment for bacteria to thrive. And it's bacteria, not sweat itself, that causes odor. Another important factor that often goes unnoticed is dry mouth. After age 60, many older adults begin experiencing reduced saliva production, partly due to aging itself and partly due to medications for conditions like high blood pressure, diabetes, or osteoporosis. Saliva plays a vital role as the mouth's natural cleanser. It helps wash away bacteria and neutralize acids, so when saliva decreases, bacteria thrive, causing bad breath even if you brush 2 or 3 times a day. Have you ever noticed your mouth feeling dry in the morning, or found yourself hesitating to speak closely with others, even though you maintain excellent hygiene? If so, you're likely experiencing exactly these age-related changes, and you're not alone. But here's the good news. These changes don't have to mean the end of closeness, confidence, or warm embraces. With mindful, simple self-care, we can ease these shifts gently, naturally, and continue living with connection and joy. Dr. Michael Anderson, a geriatric specialist with over 50 years of experience, once said, "Nothing makes an older adult feel more helpless than being avoided because of body odor, but nothing makes them happier than being welcomed back thanks to just one new habit." And you, yes, you who are listening might be ready to start that new habit today, because up next, I'll show you how to identify the 3 most important areas of your body to clean thoroughly every day and guide you through how to do it properly in just 5 minutes. If what I've shared so far has resonated with you, please don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share this with someone you love. It could be a friend, a parent, or a grandparent, because one small action today could be the bridge that reconnects hearts that have slowly grown apart. Now, let's move forward together to the areas of the body that we often overlook, but our bodies never forget. Do you remember what Dr. Anderson said that simply cleaning 3 specific areas of the body can eliminate up to 90% of unpleasant odor without the need for expensive products. So what are those 3 areas, and why are they so important? Let's begin with the first, the parts of your body that sweat the most, especially the soles of the feet between the toes, the back, and the palms of your hands. Think about your feet. We keep them locked away in shoes and socks all day, creating a warm, dark, moist environment, perfect for bacteria to multiply. A study from Johns Hopkins School of Medicine found that each adult foot has over 250,000 sweat glands. And when sweat can't evaporate, bacteria break it down into isovaleric acid, a major cause of foot odor. And it's not just your feet. Your back and hands also trap sweat and oil, especially if you're sitting a lot or have limited mobility. But here's the challenge. Washing your back properly becomes harder with age. Stiffness, shoulder pain, or balance issues can make it difficult to reach. As a result, the back can quietly become one of the most odor-prone areas without anyone realizing it. The second area, skin folds. This includes areas like the underarms, neck, behind the ears, under the breasts, the belly button, and the groin. These spots are unique. They're warm, moist, and have active sweat glands, but sweat doesn't easily evaporate here. That makes them a breeding ground for bacteria, dead skin cells, and oils if not cleaned properly. A study by the American Geriatric Society found that skin infections and rashes in people over 65 are 3 times more common than in younger adults, largely due to neglected skin folds. The belly button and under breast area are especially vulnerable to irritation rashes or persistent odors if left damp and uncleaned. Think about it. Have you ever thoroughly cleaned behind your ears or inside your belly button? How often do we bathe, but only rinse those spots quickly and unknowingly, create distance between us and our loved ones? How to clean these areas effectively: use a soft cloth or gentle loofah, lathered lightly with mild soap. Gently wipe the area. Avoid scrubbing harshly, which can damage delicate skin. Pat, dry completely with a clean towel. Moisture trapped in skin folds can lead to irritation or infection, especially overnight. For the belly button, use a cotton swab dampened with warm water and a touch of mild soap. Clean it gently once a day. The third area, hairy regions, often overlooked. These include the underarms, chest, especially for men, and the scalp, body hair, traps sweat oil, and dead skin. When bacteria mix in, they break down these substances into sulfur compounds and fatty acids, creating that strong, distinct odor. And even if you shampoo often, if you don't clean your scalp properly, compounds like 2-non-enol and scalp bacteria can linger, leading to that lingering smell even when hair is dry. Here's how to manage it effectively. When washing your hair, use your fingertips to gently massage your scalp for at least 2 minutes, paying special attention to the nape of your neck and behind your ears. Remember, you're not just washing your hair, you're cleaning your scalp. For underarms and chest, use a gentle body wash. Lather it first, then wash thoroughly, and always dry well before dressing. For men with thick chest hair, keep the area clean and trimmed. Drying completely and keeping the hair neat helps prevent trapped moisture and odor, Dr. Anderson often says. An aging body is like a garden. It doesn't need to be elaborate, but with the right pruning and care, it can still give off a gentle, comforting fragrance that draws others near. So let me ask you, are you tending to your garden every day, or are you just watering the leaves while forgetting that the roots? Your foundation may also need cleansing. If today's message has resonated with you, please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone you love, because just one story today may lead to more warm hugs tomorrow. And if you're feeling like it's time to take action, don't hesitate. After your bath today, try gently cleaning the 3 key areas we've discussed. Just give it a week. You'll notice a difference, not only in your skin, but in the softer glances from your grandchildren and in the quiet return of self-confidence within your heart. Sometimes we take great care of our outer appearance, bathing regularly, changing clothes daily, washing carefully. But still, something feels off. A scent we can't quite name. That's when the cause might not be just on the surface, but coming from within. Did you know your diet plays a major role in body odor? What you eat affects not only your skin and digestion, it also impacts how your body sweats, detoxifies, and ultimately how it smells. According to research from the Nutrition and Aging Center at Tufts University, certain foods, especially green vegetables, whole grains, and water-rich fruits, help the body neutralize fatty acids, improve digestion, and shift detox pathways from the skin to the gut. In other words, the better you eat, the less your body needs to cleanse through sweat, and the lighter your natural scent becomes. So what should you eat to naturally smell fresher? First, make green vegetables and high-fiber foods your daily allies. Fiber helps prevent constipation, regulates bowel movements, and keeps toxins from being reabsorbed into the bloodstream, a hidden reason behind unpleasant sweat and breath. Try adding brown rice, oats, lentils, spinach, or broccoli to your meals. Not only do they support digestion, but they're also rich in antioxidants, helping slow cellular aging and stabilize your body's natural aroma. Do you regularly eat vegetables for breakfast, or is your first meal usually just a cup of coffee and a few slices of white bread? Try swapping that for a bowl of oatmeal topped with banana slices or a crisp apple, and see how your body's scent begins to shift within just a week. Second, prioritize alkaline hydrating fruits like tomatoes, cucumbers, apples, and pears. These not only help detox your liver and kidneys, but also keep your body's pH stable, which reduces the production of odor-causing compounds in sweat. In fact, a study from the Tokyo Clinical Nutrition Institute found that older adults who ate raw tomatoes daily showed a significant reduction in 2-non-enol, the compound responsible for the aging odor, within just 3 weeks. Not a fan of raw vegetables or fruits? No problem. Try blending them instead. Perhaps a midday smoothie with apple, cucumber, and celery. It's cool, refreshing, easy to drink, and will help your body feel lighter in every sense of the word. Third, this one might surprise you. Garlic. Yes, garlic is famous for its strong smell. But here's the interesting part. When digested properly, Garlic can actually help cleanse your body from the inside out. The compound allicin found in garlic has powerful antibacterial, anti-inflammatory, and antioxidant properties. It helps reduce odor caused by bacteria, not just in your mouth, but even on your skin. Of course, no one's asking you to chew on a raw garlic clove every day. Just adding a few slices of garlic to a stir-fry soup or roasted vegetables can give your body a subtle yet powerful silent defender against unpleasant odors. Have you ever adjusted your meals just to improve how your body smells? If not, maybe this is the perfect time to start. And remember, don't try to change everything in one day. Just start with one thing, one meal, one food, or even one glass of juice per day, and give your body time to respond. You'll be surprised how quickly the difference shows up. Dr. Anderson once said, good health doesn't come from what you buy, it comes from what you choose to do every day. So if I'm the one reminding you today, here's a small challenge. Write down 3 foods you'll eat tomorrow. Stick to that for just 1 week and then come back and tell me what's changed. I'd love to hear your story. And if this message has touched your heart, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone you care about. Because no matter your age, we all deserve to live in a way that's fresh, healthy, and connected to those we love. In the next section, we'll explore a topic that seems small, but is incredibly important: how to care for your mouth and breath. The starting point of confidence, and sadly, sometimes the starting point of unspoken misunderstandings. You won't want to miss it, because this may be exactly what you've been looking for to feel more comfortable and at ease when you're close to someone you love. We've talked a lot about skin sweat and the parts of the body that can produce odor, but now let's turn our attention to a very small space, just a few square inches, that can have a big impact on how others perceive us. Your mouth. Bad breath isn't just a hygiene issue. It's often a clear signal that your body is asking for deeper care. And as we grow older, this becomes even more common, but far too often it goes unnoticed. According to the American Academy of Geriatric Dentistry, AAGP, nearly 60% of adults over 65 experience chronic bad breath. The primary culprits: reduced saliva production, bacterial buildup on the tongue, and side effects from common medications for conditions like high blood pressure, diabetes, or depression. When saliva decreases, bacteria multiply rapidly in the mouth, producing volatile sulfur compounds, the very compounds that cause unpleasant breath. Have you ever woken up with a dry mouth? Have you ever felt hesitant to speak closely with others, or noticed yourself holding back a smile around your grandchildren? If so, remember, this is not something you have to live with. It's something you can absolutely improve. Step 1. Clean your mouth. More thoroughly, every day. That means not just brushing your teeth, but also scraping your tongue each morning. The tongue harbors up to 80% of the bacteria in your mouth, and regular toothbrushes often aren't enough to clean it properly. Use a dedicated tongue scraper easily found at any pharmacy, and spend just 15 seconds a day removing the white coating of bacteria from your tongue's surface. A study from the NYU College of Dentistry found that people who scraped their tongues daily for 2 weeks saw a 40% reduction in sulfur compounds in their breath and a significant boost in their confidence when talking with others. Step 2. Encourage saliva production, your mouth's natural cleanser. One easy way is to chew sugar-free ginger candy after meals. Ginger stimulates the salivary glands, keeping your mouth moist while also offering mild antibacterial properties. Not a candy person. Try a few slices of fresh ginger or sip warm water with a touch of honey, a soothing and effective alternative. Step 3. Limit alcohol, coffee, and tobacco. These are drying agents that quickly strip moisture from your mouth, making breath worse over time. You don't need to cut them out completely, but try skipping 1 cup of coffee a day, replacing it with warm water or barley tea, and notice how your mouth feels after a few days. Your body will thank you for it. Dr. Michael Anderson often reminds us, your breath is the first thing to arrive in any conversation and the last thing to linger. Is your breath telling the story you want it to tell, or is it quietly creating distance between you and the people you care about? If you're thinking, I'll start tomorrow, why not start right after this video? Grab a tongue scraper or even a small spoon and gently clean your tongue. Then drink a glass of warm water and notice the difference with your very first breath. If today's message resonated with you, please like this video, share it with a friend, and subscribe to the channel. Together, let's not only grow healthier, but more confident, more connected, and truly feel alive in every conversation we share. Coming up next, we'll explore a topic that seems small but is more important than most people realize: how to care for your clothing, bedding, and living space, the often forgotten factors that either trap or neutralize the body odors we work so hard to manage. It's a key part of staying fresh, comfortable, and dignified, both in scent and in spirit, in the eyes of those who love us most. We often think of body odor as something that comes solely from within our skin, our sweat glands, or the foods we eat. But there's another important factor that's often overlooked: our environment. From the shirt you wear each day to the blanket on your bed, or even the air in the quiet room where you spend your afternoons reading, these things can hold on to odors long after we've forgotten them. According to research from the U.S. Institute of Environmental Hygiene and Public Health Fabrics, especially cotton can trap odors up to 3 times more effectively than skin if they're not washed and aired properly. That means even after you've bathed thoroughly, slipping on a damp shirt or resting on sheets that haven't been cleaned in weeks can quietly bring old smells back without you realizing it. That's why regular, intentional laundry and fresh air aren't just chores. They're part of your health routine, an essential way to help both your body and your space feel fresher. Tip number 1, wash your bedding regularly, especially pillowcases. Make it a habit to wash your sheets and blankets at least once a week. Pillowcases, which come into direct contact with your scalp and breath, should ideally be changed every 2 to 3 days, especially if you sweat at night or sleep on your side. If possible, hang your bedding outside in the morning sun. Sunlight has natural antibacterial properties. Its gentle UV rays kill mold, bacteria, and lingering odors deep within the fabric. And morning sunshine doesn't just dry your sheets, it helps air out the unseen dampness that can build up in the air you breathe. Have you changed your pillowcase this week? A small question, but one that could make a big difference in how you sleep and how you feel when you wake up. Tip number 2, let fresh air in twice a day. Open your windows in the morning and again in the late afternoon for just 10 minutes. This simple habit helps circulate the air, sweeping away lingering smells from clothes, body heat, or last night's dinner. Pay extra attention to your bathroom and kitchen. They tend to trap the most stubborn odors. If it's cold outside and you're reluctant to open up, start with a small crack and pair that with natural deodorizers like baking soda or activated charcoal. Place them in shoes, drawers, or under your bed where moisture and odors tend to collect most. Tip number 3, don't forget your feet and everything they touch. Socks, underwear, and shoes may seem small, but they hold on to odor more than almost anything else, Dr. Anderson once said. Sometimes it's just a pair of socks, but that pair can decide whether people lean in or step back. So be sure to change your socks and undergarments daily and choose breathable cotton fabrics when possible. Rotate your shoes, have at least 2 pairs so one can dry fully between wears. And if needed, sprinkle a little baking soda into your shoes at night to absorb both moisture and odor. A small study from the Seattle Center for Geriatric Health found that older adults who followed these 3 habits for just 30 days, laundering regularly, ventilating daily, and caring for their socks and shoes, reported feeling noticeably lighter, more comfortable. And best of all, they said, my grandchildren stopped complaining about my smell. You see, true freshness doesn't come from perfume. It comes from thoughtful cleanliness, from the little things we do every day to care for ourselves. Don't let something as small as an old pillowcase, a damp pair of shoes, or a stuffy room become the reason you hold back from others, or the reason someone hesitates to draw near. If you found these insights helpful, please take a moment to like this video, share it with an older friend or family member, and subscribe to this channel for more simple tips, ones that could quietly change your life. Coming up next, we'll explore something invisible but very real: the emotional impact of body odor and how we can begin healing family distance, starting with something as small as a hug. Through this journey, you and I have explored something that might seem small: body odor in older adults, but we've discovered it holds tremendous weight in confidence, connection, and family closeness. We've learned to understand the root causes, from sweat glands and skin oils to diet and daily hygiene habits. We now know that proper care, a warm bath, staying hydrated, walking in the sun, or simply washing 3 key areas each day can make a world of difference. We've looked at how our living environment, the pillow we sleep on, the shoes we wear, the air in our home can shape our scent and how we're perceived even without realizing it. But perhaps most importantly, you now know this. You can do something about it, not to be perfect, but to be closer, more comfortable, more confident, and yes, happier, because you deserve those warm hugs from your grandkids. You deserve to sit through a movie night with your family without second-guessing a glance or feeling a silent gap. You deserve to live fully loved with no barriers, and it only takes one small act to begin. Clean those 3 areas, 3 minutes a day. That's all. You don't need to chase perfection. Just be clean, be kind, be close to those who matter. That's more than enough. I remember a comment from a viewer after one of our videos. I started doing it that day. 3 weeks later, my grandchild hugged me for the first time in months. I cried, but they were tears of gratitude. If you're wondering, could that happen to me too? I have just one thing to say. Try it, and you'll find out. Thank you for staying with me all the way to the end. If this video touched you in any way, please hit like, subscribe, and turn on the bell notification so we can bring you more gentle, practical, and effective health and wellness tips every week, specifically crafted for your golden years. And if you know someone, a friend, a parent, a loved one, who might benefit from this, please share this video with them. You might help them reclaim something precious they thought was gone forever. Finally, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. What did you find most helpful? What's the first change you'll try? I'll see you in the next video, and until then, stay fresh, stay joyful, and stay deeply loved. And